guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Today we're going to speak about a few shares, obviously, but there's one that's been requested. It's one that's had a bit of a run up recently, and it's called Regulus Therapeutics. It specialises in microRNA, and I will leave a few links down below, which include a tour of the facility and from the CEO. However, despite reporting loss, it has been improving its revenue over the past couple of years. It's just been the last quarter, but it had a cash injection in October from Sanofi, and there were rumours of a buyout, although let's face it, there's always rumours of a buyout. You know, these companies, but you have to look at the fact that Pfizer and the other microRNA companies dealing with the vaccine can't deal with the demand. Didn't I mention that a month or two ago? And this is the kind of company that can really do well out of it. Now, the directors have been buying up. There's been a lot of insider buying, and now they've helped rise the share price. Sorry about that. So it's gone to a high of 0.9, and in the last week it has hit 1.7, obviously in the last year, but I would urge you to be careful. This is a highly speculative play. You do get some companies where the CEOs will buy up huge chunks when it goes down, and you'll see here it's gone up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, with no catalysts. I'm not saying it doesn't present a buying opportunity. I'm just saying you can. It's cheap enough. Put some in your speculative portfolio if you have room, but be careful. Don't load the boat on it. Another one that has insider buying. MGM Resorts. Now, sorry about all the notifications. I will start removing them. Now, MGM Resorts. I spoke about getting into them when it was $12 a share. There's insider buying. The dividend isn't really worth talking about, but they have cash on hand. Their property portfolio alone, their casinos like the Macau, the Vegas casino, their property is built on, is worth the investment alone. Now, you may not know this, but when they split MGM, you had MGM Properties and MGM Resorts. MGM Resorts retained a stake in MGM Properties. They recently sold some of the stake, not all of it, but some of the stake, for I think it was 700 million. It was between 700 and 900 million. Now, you have to remember, I did a piece before about one of the major Vegas casinos putting their casinos up for sale for 1.2 billion, and so that they could survive the Rona. Now, this just gives them enough cash on their balance sheet so they can survive no matter what happens. It puts them good enough, puts them at a good enough financial position. And yes, it has 3x from where it was in March, but I think with a vaccine coming out, with and don't forget, Vegas is still open of a weekend, and it's packed of a weekend. It's only midweek when it's not. And I think this is one that once the virus is over, it will be a recovery stock, and it'll be a better recovery stock than a lot of others. I think likes of MGM and Win are good because at the end of the day, they can always leverage the property. They can always leverage the land to stay afloat. Now, a company I recently went into, Psth Corporation. This is a highly speculative company, high risk, high reward. This is the kind of company that is just as likely to go bankrupt as it is to make any money. Now, the reason why, I've had a pretty good year, and I recently made a bit of profit, and I thought I'd put that into this. The way I see it is, let's say I put $100 in, $100 in, and I forget about it. If somewhere down the road it gets to $1 share, I'm not saying it will, chances are it'll go bankrupt before it does, but if it gets to $1 share, then it will net me for that $100 $1.4 million. Now, the company is in a good industry to be in at the moment. Not EVs, no, but it's like renewable waste. And with things like Hylian, they need renewable gas from these waste in order to get the tax credits they need. Otherwise, people won't be getting the tax credits, and they won't be reordering. Two of the companies are blown away. They love the Hylian transfer hybrids, and what we want to see from them is more orders, and same time we want to see them jumping up and down and creating more companies coming in with orders. Now, as I said, this company has been losing money, you can see that, but it has been bringing in money as well. Now, they need to bring down their cost of revenue. That's the main thing. If they bring down their cost of revenue, then they can start being profitable. It's a kind of company that they're a young company. Right now, credit is cheap. I don't expect that to last, but when they have they don't have much much debt, but the problem is that you don't have on Yahoo Finance. They don't even give updated figures. Let me do something else now. Now, is what an analyst has said is once they prove their concept and start selling to the grid, they will generate revenue in Netherlands, and then it's only a matter of time that they progress to the rest of Europe and then the US. Now, I think it has a low float. I mean, to tell the truth, as I said, I bought $100 worth, which was a spur of the moment thing, and I thought it was one of these, you know, it could go bankrupt in a week or it could make me rich. And on the basis of me buying that, it moved up a point. Now, I'm not trying to get you guys to buy in so it moves up. I'm merely trying to say how this is one of those that is highly volatile, so you need to be careful. If you don't understand the risks here, don't invest, and please do your own due diligence. This is a highly risky stock. I'm fine with the risk because I'm fine if it goes bankrupt and I lose every penny. I just don't want you guys to lose your money and come shouting at me. Anyway, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the box below, and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. I nearly forgot that Tsla have announced that they are going to do a $5 billion worth of share rights issues. They're going to release $5 billion worth of shares on the market at some point. They've done an SEC filing, and but I'll do more on that as I get more information.